Welcome to my channel. Today, we learn English through history, emotion, and storytelling. This is not only the history of a celebration, it is the history of humanity's relationship with darkness, light, fear, and hope. This is the story of Christmas. On a cold winter night long ago, a young man named Elias walked slowly through his village. Snow lay thick on the ground, soft and silent, covering every path and rooftop. The air was sharp, and each breath felt heavy. From inside small wooden houses, warm light glowed through narrow windows. Candles trembled gently, fighting the darkness. Elias felt something deep inside him, something older than memory. This night mattered. It always had. Yet he could not explain why. As he stopped beneath the open sky and looked at the stars, history itself seemed to whisper. Long before the word Christmas existed, winter filled humans with fear. Thousands of years ago, people did not understand seasons or astronomy. They only saw the sun disappear earlier each day. Darkness stretched longer. Cold grew stronger. Food became scarce. Many believed the sun was dying, and with it, life itself. To survive, people gathered together. Families sat close around fire. Flames became sacred. Stories became protection. Light became hope. Across the ancient world, winter festivals were born from this fear. These were not celebrations of happiness, but rituals of survival. People believed that warmth, music, and shared food could protect them from endless night. Even then, the heart of Christmas was forming, long before it had a name. In ancient Rome, one of the most important winter festivals was Saturnalia. It honored Saturn, the god of agriculture and renewal. For several days, the normal rules of society disappeared. Courts closed. Work stopped. Slaves were treated as equals. Masters served meals. People laughed loudly in the streets. Small gifts were exchanged as symbols of goodwill. Candles burned everywhere, symbols of returning light. Romans believed joy itself could awaken the sun. In Saturnalia, we see generosity, equality, and hope, ideas that would later live inside Christmas. Far to the north, where winter was cruel and endless, the Norse people celebrated Yule. Snow covered forests. Night ruled the land. During Yule, massive logs were burned to honor the sun's slow return. Homes were decorated with evergreen branches, symbols of life that refused to die. The Norse believed that spirits walked the earth during this time. Warmth and kindness were seen as protection. The green tree, the fire, and the shared feast all became powerful symbols. These ancient traditions still breathe inside modern Christmas. As centuries passed, empires rose and fell. Then, in a small and troubled land called Judea, a child was born whose story would reshape the world. His name was Jesus. He was not born in comfort or power. There were no guards, no golden halls. He was born quietly, in a stable, surrounded by animals. His parents were poor, ordinary people. According to Christian belief, angels appeared to shepherds, men of low status, announcing the birth. A bright star guided wise men from distant lands. This moment carried a powerful message, that light enters the world through humility. Jesus grew up and became a teacher who spoke of love, forgiveness, and compassion. He challenged cruelty and pride. He stood beside the poor, the sick, and the rejected. After his death, his followers believed he rose again. They carried his message across villages, cities, and continents. Christianity spread slowly, often through hardship and sacrifice. Yet, for many years, no one celebrated the day of his birth. His life and teachings mattered more than a single date. As Christianity grew stronger, its leaders faced an important decision. People still clung to their winter festivals. They still honored light and togetherness. These traditions were deeply human. Instead of erasing them, the Church gave them new meaning. December 25th was chosen to celebrate the birth of Jesus. Old winter rituals were woven into a new spiritual story. Christmas was born as a bridge between ancient fear and religious hope. Early Christmas celebrations were quiet and serious. People attended church services, they prayed, they fasted, they shared food with the poor. There were no bright decorations, no loud songs in the streets. Christmas was a time of reflection, humility, and gratitude. It reminded believers that light arrives softly, not with force. Over time, Christmas changed again. During the Middle Ages, it became joyful and lively. Villages filled with music and laughter. Bells rang through cold air. People performed plays telling the story of Jesus' birth. Feasts lasted many days. Wealthy families opened their homes to the poor. For a brief moment each year, social walls fell. Christmas became a season of shared humanity and warmth. During this era, new traditions appeared. In Germany, families began bringing evergreen trees into their homes. Apples symbolized paradise and the story of Adam and Eve. Candles represented stars and divine light. Over time, decorations grew more colorful. The Christmas tree became a powerful symbol of life that refuses to die, even in winter. Yet Christmas did not always survive peacefully. In the 1600s, in England, the Puritans believed Christmas celebrations were sinful and dangerous. They saw joy as temptation. They banned Christmas entirely. Shops stayed open. Songs were forbidden. Decorations were destroyed. Soldiers enforced silence. Still, Christmas survived quietly in private homes and human hearts. When the ban ended, the celebration returned stronger, carrying deep emotional meaning. Across the ocean, early America also viewed Christmas with suspicion. Many settlers did not celebrate it. But during the Industrial Revolution, cities grew crowded and cold. Work became mechanical. Families became distant. People longed for warmth, meaning, and connection. Christmas slowly returned, reshaped by writers, artists, and storytellers. One man played a powerful role in this transformation. His name was Charles Dickens. In 1843, he published A Christmas Carol. Through the cold-hearted character of Scrooge, Dickens showed how greed freezes the soul and kindness brings life. The story reminded people that Christmas was about generosity, compassion, and second chances. His words touched millions. Christmas became emotional, moral, and deeply human. Around the same time, another figure emerged from history into legend: Santa Claus. Inspired by Saint Nicholas, a bishop known for secret acts of kindness, Santa slowly transformed through stories and art. He gained a red coat, a white beard, and a joyful laugh. He became a symbol of giving without expectation. Children believed. Adults remembered generosity. Wonder returned to winter nights. As the modern world expanded, Christmas crossed borders, languages, and cultures. Each place added its own traditions. Different foods filled tables. Different songs filled the air. Some celebrated quietly. Others filled streets with light. Yet beneath every difference lived the same idea: light matters most when darkness is strongest. Back in the quiet village, Elias sat with his family around a small wooden table. A single candle burned between them. Outside, the wind howled. Inside, warmth lived. Elias finally understood. Christmas was not about one religion, one nation, or one tradition. It was humanity's answer to darkness. It was fear transformed into hope. Cold transformed into kindness. He watched the candle flame dance, small yet unbroken. It did not erase the darkness. It stood against it, just as humans had done for thousands of years. And so, Christmas lives on, not only in trees, lights, or gifts, but in every act of compassion, every shared meal, every moment when light is chosen over darkness.